following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a singles match.
Opening contest here at TCS 58 fans. What a contest between two of the Turbo Rumble combatants. Prince Kxriuki from Nairobi, Kenya, who came to us just a few months ago, has made quite a statement for himself here at Texas Contenders Series.
Introducing first, from Nairobi, Kenya, weighing in at 225 pounds, Prince Kxriuki!
Prince Kxriuki costing Kenny Calypso the Turbo Rumble. And, well, according to Just Nick, cost him the Turbo Rumble as well.
No, I think the Turbo Rumble was cost. Nick had it won in his hand, and that's the reason why we have a new TCS champion. More on that in just a little bit. But Prince Kxriuki, Prince is not just a nickname for this individual. The way he carries himself, the way his attire is fluently in white, and we have seen the in-ring ability of Prince Kxriuki here on full display. Now we get it on a one-on-one matchup, this time with Just Nick.
Have you seen this Prince Kxriuki fella on X? He has a great account. Trent, you gotta get on the internet. Trent only communicates via smoke signal, folks.
Introducing his opponent from the Church of What's Happening, Just Nick!
As I said, Just Nick basically had the Turbo Rumble in hand, and then by the underhanded antics of Jack Calloway, the referee didn't see Nick eliminate Calloway. We should be looking at
Hey, I was watching
the Turbo Rumble winner.
and Kenny Calypso fight on the outside. Just Nick should be upset with his buddy, Kenny Calypso, who we're going to be seeing a little later on in our main event this evening.
Well, we've seen Trouble in Paradise with Just Vibin' before, but we've seen them act just like brothers, huh? And we've seen this many times before.
Yeah.
Prince
This
Kxriuki,
referee ought to be disbarred.
well, in a matter of time, who knows, maybe this official will join the meat market as well, because we're running short on officials here at TCS. All those little piggies going to market now. Or should I say zebras?
Was that a shot at Ronan Reyes?
You can take it as such.
You don't want to get into a fight with him. You already got bad blood with Jack Calloway.
The fans here in our opening contest, solely behind Just Nick, the former tag team and TCS champion. It's a collar and elbow tie up. Nick taking control of the arm right now. I'd like to thank you fans for joining us on IWTV. What a great night of action that we have in store here tonight. This being the first of many matches. And like I said, a huge main event involving the other half of Just Vibin', Kenny Calypso, taking on Timur the Great, who's been on a tear. We will talk more about that man and his recent actions here a little bit later tonight, as you see Nick right now getting control of the side headlock now.
Yeah, and we're also going to be hearing from Lethal Chris Marcel, who he feels was robbed of the Texas Contender Series championship. Look at this Kxriuki guy. I love him.
A slap to the back of the head, met with a drop kick right there by Just Nick, and you're right, Dan. Lethal Chris Marcel has staked claim to being robbed of that championship match, a potential match of the year contender in our last time we were here on IWTV. As you see Nick right there getting a cover, only a 1 count really quickly off that headbutt. And you know, after coming oh so close to winning that Turbo Rumble, Just Nick trying to get a victory here tonight
Well, just Nick, he wants to be the first ever 3-time Texas Contender Series champion. You know, he feels like he put this entire show on his back and he carried it through a lot of the earlier days, and he wants that championship around his waist once more. Oh, look at that! Huge forearm from Kxriuki, but hey, who says Kxriuki can't get in the title contention if he defeats Just Nick here tonight?
He might have done so right there with a vicious forearm that sent Nick face first into the canvas. And Kxriuki obviously not done now, lining him up with a big chop, and you can see the sweat coming off of the chest of Nick. So much so Kxriuki stinging his hand. That's how much force was behind that chop. Going for it once more. Oh, overhand now this time. And Kxriuki definitely feeling the momentum, swinging in his corner right now. What a big victory this would be for Kxriuki. In fact, it would be Kxriuki's first win here in Texas Contender Series, and that being over a former 2-time TCS champion. But right now, Nick looking to make that not possible with a lot of shots into the corner right there.
You know, there's always young bloods coming up here at Texas Contender Series, Kxriuki being one of them.
And Kxriuki's a very formidable competitor. I mean, he's been around the state of Texas in a variety of different promotions.
Look at that!
But still has yet to get that elusive first victory here at Texas Contender Series. That goes to show the type of competition that's here within New Texas Pro Wrestling.
But Kxriuki, he keeps coming back for more, and right now, he's doing work on one of the best that we have here at TCS.
And don't think that 0 in the win column isn't weighing in the back of his mind there. You could see that with every offensive shot that he gives to Nick, has a little bit extra oomph behind it. Almost like he's taking his frustrations out on Nick, and that's a good game plan right now because he is in full control right now.
Kxriuki just laying waste so far to Just Nick in this match. Do you see the height that this guy got?
Covering the distance, like jumping from the center point of the ring. My gosh. Like we said, the athleticism. Oh, right there. That boot to the face. Oh, counter right there. That athleticism is shown right there by Nick, and a flying forearm as well. And there's athleticism in droves as Nick, but nobody has the heart quite just like Nick. We have seen Nick go through some battles in tag team and singles competition, and a big springboard moonsault. A near fall there, only 2 for Nick.
Kxriuki needs to collect himself while Nick is lollygagging right now. He's got to set up some sort of retaliation for this flurry of offense that the former TCS champion has presented right now as he's setting up for the Boba Shot lariat. Kxriuki, if you can hear me, duck!
Oh, there he is. I think he heard you. Ripcord lariat missed, off the ropes goes Nick, picked up, and big, huge spine to pine. Spinebuster followed up by a falling forearm. Shoulders down, what a shot.
Get down there, Raph! Oh, damn it!
Just a near fall, my goodness, putting all the pressure down on the shoulders. Nick still able to get a shoulder up.
You know, I'm looking out for these young kids. They need all the help that they could get, especially with all the fierce competition that we have here at Texas Contender Series and New Texas Pro. Kxriuki off the ropes! Japanese arm drag into an arm bar!
It's in the center of the ring. Nick going for a submission here. Not something we've grown accustomed to, but Nick now using a different style of offense on Prince Kxriuki, who's trying to work their way back up to a vertical base with some shots to the midsection to try and break this arm bar.
Oh man, look at these.
And look, Kxriuki maneuvering himself, looking like almost a penitent right there. Look at the strength. Oh, a sit-down powerbomb. Shoulders down, Kxriuki could do it. No, only 2 as Nick kicks out.
Come on, Prince. Make a statement here tonight. Yes, ripcord lariato, putting him down. Kxriuki's feeling it. He's looking up top. He's got cruel intentions in his mind.
Yeah, he could have gone for a pin right there off that ripcord lariat, but he's not done. He's looking for Blood Diamond, that split-legged spinning moonsault. Missed on that right there. And he is down, and Nick spilling to the apron, now repositioning himself.
I think a fan was shouting at Nick, telling him to move.
Over the top to Boba, shot, lariat connects, hooking both legs. And Nick gets a win here at TCS 58.
Here's our winner, Just Nick!
Coming off of a disappointing loss in the Turbo Rumble, Nick making a statement victory here on the first match of TCS 58 with a big win over Prince Kxriuki.
Man, this Kxriuki, he has the heart of a champion. Just needs to figure some things out, but bright future ahead for this young kid. Just Nick picking up the dub here tonight. Possibly a little bit of retribution for what happened at the end of the Turbo Rumble at STCSX.
And Nick confident moving forward. What could be in store for the future of Just Nick?